text, on this occasion, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her. And so then the injunction that husbands, until God shall separate us by death, until God shall separate us. Joanne, if you take another one. I, Joanne Elizabeth Weir, do take you, Donald Campbell, to be my married husband, and I do in the presence of God and this congregation, promise and covenant, to be a loving, faithful and obedient wife, until God shall separate us by death. I pronounce you husband and wife according to the ordinance of God. Let us pray. I did like that. we need to go now. Sorry, I've left.
This way, please.
Hi, how are you?
All right, thanks.
On the road. This one is behind us. The road, you know.
That's going to be their table decoration.
Sorry, yeah. Well, I'll come up in your bag.
With the same company? Yeah, it's high.
Nice close up there. Get up the nostrils.
And do you think you would?
I was managing your normal version.
Taking a sleep, but
Bride and groom are now going to cut the cake.
My hand, like this.
Get the flash.
You let Angus get the proper
What's that?
You want to have on-suite facilities for everybody, but you know,
I think we'll have to go
just pile in. Cut the head off first. Here's a bit of speech. Not it inward. No, don't do it.
down too.
Are they going to open it up? Flip cute. This.
President Anderson, Mr.
Take it over. Press it right in. And then open it up and keep the part the other way in.
I was thinking of it. I was thinking of it.
Press step by step guide.
Oh yeah, that worked quite well. Nothing to be charged.
Hi. Left holding the baby, will you? Left holding the baby.
Did you sing them?
Pardon?
Did you sing them?
Oh, well. Every time I was holding on this, I would start singing. Every time.
I probably did it myself.
Just check you were trying to. Derek's not material. Very disconcerting when you start doing tactics. You realise that, innit? Seems to manage to swallow it. There's no problems with swallowing, but it's like his digestive system's really not up for it. Whereas, you know, an hour or so later, he's obviously really uncomfortable. I've tried every porridge
And is that something that they identify with?
And there's no definitive or blank lines. And then something like just got to that stage of the work, or is it all the work that you've done working towards something?
It's like having a first baby. Looking lovely.
Yeah, she's doing nothing.
20 minutes from here. Just a bit further on towards the Monette.
Yeah, so when you go over the
Carry on, Jesus, carry on.
Oh, right, okay.
partly demolished by now, but I hope you've all had a chance to have a good look at it before the butcher, who's very impressive indeed and very tasty and good butcher too. So thank you very, very much indeed for that. Next I'd like to thank Kenneth. Probably sleeping somewhere down there. Thank you for your singing service today. I've known Kenneth since primary school when he turned up in Struan for a winter holiday one year, and we've been very close friends ever since. So thanks for a very good job, and thank you very much.
New married life, Joanne. It's a really been a very lovely day for us all, and thank you all. Thank you very much for having us all, and for along with your new parents-in-law hosting such a wonderful day for us. We all have forgotten that spot of bother, but he also knew how to look after himself in terms of making sure he got enough to eat. I thought some of the habits had begun to die, but looking at his plate at various stages of the meal today, it's perfectly obvious that they haven't died at all.
I'm sure you'll be relieved to hear that I do not intend to keep you all as long as Donald just did, and hopefully I won't bore you as much either. I'm sure you'll all agree with me on how nice it is to be here today to celebrate this special day with Donald and Joanne, and to join me in congratulating them. I would also just say that the great job that's been done here in the hall, setting out, and what a great dinner we all had. It was just brilliant. Thanks very much. I do feel privileged to have been given such an important role as the best man. Thank you. I do hope not to disappoint. I haven't disappointed you yet. So, what can we say about Donald? Apart from oh, well, just standing next to Donald all day apparently. I also feel like I must share with you all a little bit of information on Donald. Now, I do this with a slight trepidation. With Donald on the one hand and my mother on the left. Perhaps I should take a step back. When I first moved to Glasgow, I moved into a flat with Donald, as he was talking about earlier. And the one thing I can tell you is it's a very different Donald who got married here today. My, has he changed. For the first year, life living with Donald went much the same as how I had always remembered him from home. Still very deadpan about everything that he said, never hugely interested in doing anything that involved a lot of exercise, and the main similarity, still as protective as ever about his food. Not in a very good mood at all. While Mum was in doing her shopping, Donald was gone into the supermarket and bought himself a full tub of Pringles. Now to me this was usually, when an older sibling had gone in to buy some sweets, excellent. These always meant we were going to get some as well. So Donald returned to the car, opened the packet of Pringles and began eating them one by one. So quickly I stuck out my hand, assuming I would get one. However, Donald was very quick to inform me that I would not be having a single one. And proceeded to eat the entire packet one by one, not even a hint of cracking a smile. This same attitude was again apparent to me coming to Glasgow, when dinner was cooked for himself. The leftovers was on no account to be touched by me, as it was for him, maybe perhaps before he went to bed. I quickly had to learn to cook or go hungry. are three things about Donald as a child that perhaps stick out in most of the siblings' minds. Firstly, his irrational fear of the dark. When Donald was younger, he was so scared of the dark that upon being sent to bed at night, he quickly remembered to bagsy last upstairs. His two younger brothers, he would not pick. The idea of this was so that they would have to first go up, put on the light, and then ensure the coast was clear before he could bravely venture up. True story. Secondly, his bottomless stomach. This was such an issue for Donald that he was in the habit of raiding the biscuit tins in the kitchen at all hours of the night, and even resorted to going down at an early stage to transfer his choices for that night from the noisy metal tins to the plastic